Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the computer class. We are on chapter number 2. It is log on to SS. Okay. So this chapter we had started in our previous videos. Okay. In the previous video we had studied about how can we get the advantages of database. What are these advantages of database? Okay. And how we can define the components of the MSSS window. Okay, what is MSSS? So these are topics and some activity sections we had done in our previous video. Okay. So let's move on to our chapter so that we can complete the chapter. Okay. So the topics that we are going to study today are how can we create a database. Okay, the shortcut command to create a database is known as Control plus N, that we all know. In all the softwares, in all the application programs, we use a shortcut command to create a new database, and it is known as Control plus N. Now here we can create the database in two ways. In how many ways we can create a database? We can create a database in two ways. And what are these ways? The first way to create a database means we can create using templates. Now what is template? Template is a type of feature, type of application or type of frame that helps us to create the database automatically. Suppose the template is related to students. So we know very well that in a student database, what will be the field names? It would be roll number, name, class, section, okay, marks, these all. Because in a student database, we can have such type of information, address, email address, phone number, these all. Okay. Suppose it is related to official staff. So we know that in the official staff, can we get the class section? No. At there, we will get designation, salary package, department. So in this way, templates are the pre-designed types of frames that are used. Why we are using it? So that we can do the task easily. Okay, because they are well prepared, we have to just take it and then we can use. Suppose I create a database using template and it is student database, so it will automatically give me all the details about it and I can start to enter it there. And normally also we can create a database without any template, but here what we have to do here, I have to define the field names. Field names, like suppose I am going to design it, so I am itself writing roll number section, okay, class field name, address field name, English marks, Hindi marks, SS marks. So in this way I am creating these all by myself. So we can create a database in two ways. Okay, create a database in two ways. Okay, we can create in two ways, and what are the ways for it? First is using template, okay, or second one is without template. Okay. Now here, if we are going to do this task, so which steps we have to follow to do it? Okay, so we know very well, whenever we are creating a database, so at first we need to open the MSSS. In the MSSS, we will create on the new button. Which button we will click? We will click on the new button, and directly we can also use Control plus N. This also we know. Here, whenever we click on new, so it will show us two options. First, it will show me blank database. What it will show me? Blank database. Okay. And the blank database is without template. What is blank database? The blank database is without template. Next is using template. So if we are trying to do the creation of database with the help of the template, so what we are going to do here we have to choose the database template. What we have to use here? Where we have to use? Suppose student template is there. So I am going to click there on student template. Suppose it is of office template. So I am going to click on it and I can directly get the type of the database here, because it automatically gives me some designations, some fields names, properties, so that I can use it easily. Okay, so this is how to create database in this way. Here, if after clicking on these blank database, we have to define the field name, we have to set the properties of the field name, which data type, what data we are going to enter in it. So easily we can do it with the help of it. Okay. Now the next topic about this, that whenever we are creating a database, so here we find two types of views. Okay, views of database. The next topic is views of database. Actually, there are two types of views in database. How many types of views are there? There are two types of views in database. The first one is known as design view and the second one is known as data sheet view. I am writing here. The first one is known as design view and the second one is known as data sheet view. Okay. This is the first one and this is the second one. Now, what happens in the design view and what happens in the data sheet view? As the name indicates, I am discussing about the first one. It is design view. So in the design view, we know it keeps the designing. Okay, normally all the designing we do where we have to do the designing of the database in the design view. Which kind of designing it is doing? It is designing in this way that it is going to mention the field names, that what should be the field name, okay, how many fields I am taking, how many labeling I am doing. So this is done by the design view. Design view is used to add the field names there. Okay, how many number of field names I am adding there. Okay, and the second one is data sheet view. As its name indicates, data sheet view means here we are going to enter the data. In the data sheet view, we are going to add the data there. Okay, number of data according to the field names I am going to enter in the view of the database with the help of data sheet view. Okay, so these two are the views of the table. One is used to design. Okay, which kind of designing I am showing you. Suppose this is a type of database there. So in the first meet, what we are doing here, we are designing the field names, ID, okay, then name, then class, then address. In this way, the field labeling we are doing is known as the design view. Okay, it all happens in the design view. In the data sheet view, we enters the data. In the data sheet view, all the entries we are doing. Okay, so these are the two types of views. Okay, I am writing here. It is used to add field names. What it is doing? It is used to add the field names. And what is data sheet view? Mainly, it is used to enter the data. What it is doing? It is used to enter the data in the respective fields. Okay, so these are the two types of views. Now, where we can find these views? Okay, are they hidden or not? So these views we can easily get where we will see a tab there that is known as view tab. Okay, this is a tab present there on the main screen and it is known as view tab. Okay, whenever we will click on this view tab, so what will happen? It will show us two views. The first one is design view and the second one is known as data sheet view. So if you are going to switch between these two, suppose you are in design view and now you are going to be in the data sheet view, so how you will convert, how will you move there? So you can move there with the help of clicking on this view. Okay, so it will show us both of the views. You can switch in any of the view there. Okay, now Next is fields. The next one is field. Field names. What is field name? Field names means the name that we are giving to the field is known as field names, like roll number, name, class, section, marks, address, phone number. These all are the field names. Now, how to set the field name? What rules we should follow to set the field name? I am going to describe rules to set field name. Rules to set field names. Okay. So total there are 6 rules to set the field name. And what are these rules? The rules are, the first is a field name will be up to a range, means it is 1 to 64 character. Okay. We can use the field name 1 to 64 character. This is the first rule. What is the second rule? The second rule is that we can have the field name in lowercase, uppercase or mixed case. Lowercase are the small letters, uppercase are the capital letters, and mixed case means we are here mixing both of the cases, lower as well as upper. The third rule is that we can use any character there, any special character there, any special symbol there, any number there, any text there. We can use the text, numbers there. Okay. What is the fourth one? The fourth one is that a field name can't start with space. A field name we can't start with space, but it can have space in between. Okay. But we can't start with space. What is the next one? Next one is that it doesn't include underscore. It doesn't include exclamation mark, dot, that is known as period, and the square brackets. These it doesn't include. And what is the sixth one? The sixth one is that we can easily set the properties of the field also. Okay. So these are the 6 rules to set the field name. Okay. I am writing in short. First is, it should be up to 1 to 64 character. Okay. Second one, it can include text, numbers and special character. What is a special character? It is underscore. What is it? Underscore. The third one is, it can't include dot, exclamation mark and square bracket. It can't include these 3 symbols there. What is the fourth one? It can have lower, upper and mixed case. Okay. What is the fifth one? The fifth one is, it can't start with blank space. If we are going to start a field name with the help of the space, so it doesn't or it can't start with the blank space there. Okay. What is the last one? We can set the field property also. Okay. So these are some rules to set the field name. So first one is, it should be up to 1 to 64 character. The second one is, it can include text, numbers and special characters, especially underscore. It can't include the period, exclamation mark and the square brackets. It can have lower, upper and mixed cases. It can't start with blank space, and we can set the field property easily and we can change it also. So the field property, we can change the size and the format. Okay. These are the rules. Now, the next topic is data type. What is the next one? The next one is known as data types. Okay, it is data types. Okay, what is data types? Data types are actually the type of data that we are entering in any field, any row, any column. So which type of data is it? It defines by data types. Total there are 12 data types here. Okay, total there are 12 data types here. So I am writing these all one by one and then I will describe these all. Okay, so the first one is known as short text. The second one is known as long text. The third one is known as number. The fourth one is known as date and time. The fifth one is known as currency. The sixth one is known as auto number. Okay, at first I am defining these six, then next six I will define after it. So the first one is known as short text. Short text. Short text means these are the letters only, characters only. Short means they are small. Short text is used to define the type of the field that is using the. It includes text as well as numbers, but they are small. Like name. Can the name is of 10 lines? No, it will be small only. Can the phone number is of 50 digits? No, it will be up to 10 digits only. Okay, can the address will be long? Okay, some fields names are there who are small. They are very short. Okay, so here we have to use this short text data type in it, which includes the characters up to 255 character. Okay. The short text, the limit is up to 255 character. The next one is known as long text. In the long text, we use text as well as numbers, but for description purpose. Like any definition, if we are going to describe, so obviously it will be long. Okay. So for the naming, labeling, okay, we are using the short text, and if we are using the long text for the description, so here the limit will be up to 65,536 character. Okay. Next one is number. Number we know very well. The numbers that we are using for the calculation purpose, we will use in the number data type. Okay, for calculation. What we are using here for the calculation purpose, we are using these all here, and the limit is up to 16 byte. Next is date and time. Okay, so date and time we know very well that what is date and what is time. So date and times are used to define the type of date and the type of time, because they are also having many formats there. Okay, so which type of date and time we are going to enter here, so we can decide it also, and it stores up to 8 bytes. What is the storage of it? It stores up to 8 bytes. The next one is known as currency. Currency we know very well that what is currency? Currency is used to store the type of currency, the rupee, whatever it be. So we can choose, we can keep the currency values in the currency data type, and its size is up to 8 bytes. The next one is auto number. What is the next one? The next one is known as auto number, the place where we are using the auto numbering. Auto numbering we know very well that where we are going to create a specific IDs serial wise sequentially. So here we use the auto number. Okay, here what is going on? Suppose we have selected auto number, so after the first entry, obviously second entry will start by 2, then 3, then 4. No need to write 1, 2, 3, 4 again and again. Auto number will be set there. As new comes, it will take the next number. Okay, now the next data types that are here are seventh is yes, no. 8th is OLE. 9th is hyperlink. 10th is attachment. 11th is calculated. And the last one is lookup wizard. Okay, so yes, no. Yes, no is a kind of data type, the place where we are using yes or no. So here we can use the yes or no data type. Suppose a student is male or female, so this kind of description we can do in the yes no field there. Okay, in the yes no field, the student is using the school transport or not, or is the student is hostler, and whatever it be. So it is the data type that stores one value. Okay, next is OLE. OLE stands for object linking and embedding. Object linking and embedding. As its name indicates, embedding. In the OLE data type, we can use any other document, that is in any other software, in any MS Excel, in any MS Word. So if we are keeping, embedding, attaching any document from the another application program, so there we will use OLE. Next is hyperlink. Hyperlink, what is hyperlink? Hyperlink is known as the link that we are using. You all are also using the link to view us, to view the video. So same here, the field that stores hyperlink is known as hyperlink data type. Next one is attachment. The data type where we can attach any file, any image, any document there. So for the attachment purpose, which data type we uses there? Attachment data type. The next one is calculated. Okay, the data type that uses calculated values. The data type that is using calculated value, that already calculated, and further we are using the calculated values. So it is done by calculated in data type. The last one is known as lookup wizard. What is lookup wizard? Lookup wizard is basically used to connect the values that are in any other application program. Okay, and we are choosing these all value from the another application. So it is known as a lookup wizard. So these are the 12 data types. Okay, the first one is short text, then long text, then number, then date and time, then auto number, then yes no, OLE, hyperlink, attachment, calculated lookup wizard. Okay, so these all we had discussed here. Okay, so you all will see you all will watch the video attentively so that you can understand it, and if doubt comes, so we'll discuss in the live class. Okay students, bye, take care, have a good day.